Husky fans, welcome into a special edition of NIU Weekly 2024 football, not too far away. NIU football getting through spring ball. Now we're going through the summer months, getting ready. August 31st, taking on Western Illinois. It's not going to be too far away. Looking forward to it. We're going to hear from Thomas Hammock in just a little bit. Talks about the offense, the defense, what he got out of spring ball. That's all coming up. But I want to remind you, all right, it's here. We got to get our season tickets, and it's time to get those renewals in season tickets as well. Get the 2024 season tickets right now. Renew or purchase new season tickets online anytime at niuhuskies.com/myhuskies or call 815-753-PACK. That's 815-753-7225 during normal business hours. The 2024 schedule includes 6 home games, including 5 Saturday games. Looking forward to all the Saturday games. 6 home games, 5 on Saturdays. Season ticket prices start at $105 for general admission tickets and $152 for reserved West Side seating with parking included. Great deal. Discounts are available for alumni, faculty and staff, and senior citizens. We want you to be in the stands starting August 31st. The season kicks off, taking on Western Illinois. Be at Husky Stadium. Get your season tickets now to the 2024 season. Really looking forward to it. Not too far away, a couple months away. Get your season tickets now, renew, or get the new tickets. Looking forward to the 2024 season. Now it's time to talk a little football with the man, Thomas Hammock. Well, NIU football has gotten through spring ball. Now we look forward to the summer months. New freshmen coming in and getting ready for August 31st. It all kicks off taking on Western Illinois, and Thomas Hammock joins me now. And Thomas, good to see you. And just talk about your thoughts and what your team's progress you were able to get through as you got through April and spring ball.
No, I really like the progress that we made this spring. I thought that our team has matured, have grown up. We have a lot of guys that's been through a lot of different experiences here. Number one, it was great to keep them all in our program. But number two, it was good to see the maturation process of those guys becoming leaders and taking the ownership of our football team. And right now, we are a player-led team, and I feel like that's the best type of team you can have going into a season. And I'm excited to see how we continue to develop throughout the summer in training camp.
We talked during or before spring ball, too, just about how physical you wanted it to be. And we saw the ones go against the ones, and we saw some physicality during spring ball. Did you get the physicality that you wanted out of that?
Yeah, we definitely kept our edge. We were able to stay sharp and stay healthy, which I think is critical. It's finding that happy balance, right, of making sure guys don't get complacent, making sure guys understand the urgency. And the one thing about our football team is we have so much competition that keeps guys coming back each and every single day to practice as best they can practice, because although we have a lot of guys that's played and started games for us, we have a lot of other guys with experience that want a little more playing time. So for us, we felt like the best way to protect our team, stay sharp, and continue to improve was to get that one-on-one work this spring, and we'll continue to do that throughout fall camp.
One of the biggest positives of last year's team was the defensive side, Thomas. And again, going through spring ball, what did you see on the defensive side as you went through the last month?
Well, I think they're going to be a much improved unit. I think guys have a better understanding of what we're trying to do defensively. We've been able to add more different schemes and that they can process because they have the foundation of our defense, so you can put more on them. They've had experiences. And it was really a challenge for us offensively this spring. I mean, the different looks that they give you, the different guys that can blitz, the different multiple personnels. I think our defensive staff did a great job this offseason looking at the Baltimore Ravens, looking at the San Francisco 49ers, looking at the Houston Texans, 3 teams that utilize multiple fronts, interchangeable parts schematically. I think Coach Benedetto do a good job of making it simple for the players where they can play as fast as they can play. And what you saw was really good improvement on all 3 levels. Our defensive line, our linebackers added, a guy like Christian Furman in the middle, And then on the back end, you saw guys getting their hands on the ball and making interceptions that we haven't made since I've been here. So we want to be opportunistic as far as creating turnovers, but at least, but still be sound in our ability to execute our defense.
And they bring some juice too on the defensive side. You know, they'll talk the game, Thomas, but they've stepped up and they've played well to prove that talk and be able to be out there and have a little swagger to them.
No, I mean they have great swagger,
Yeah.
and it's the best thing for our offense. I mean, to have the ability to go against a defense and a unit with 9 starters returning, lots of experience. A guy like Pierce Okpong was out last year, who started games for us, is back, and it sharpens us. It makes the whole team better, and it creates that edge and that mindset that we can continue to, it's like a python, squeezing people. It's just we can continue to choke people out, being able to play good in all 3 phases of our football team.
You mentioned 2 names, Christian Furman, a newcomer, and Pierce Opong, who's been part of the program. What are some other names that stood out for you on the defensive side?
Yeah, I think Devontae O'Malley was an absolute beast this spring. He made it very uncomfortable to practice against, and I think that's what you want to see. You want to see a game record up front. Skylar Gill Howard is another guy. Cade Haberlin had his best spring to date, and you always want to see your seniors play their best football. Then Roy Williams, we obviously know he's a problem on the edge. Furman was really good at the linebacker level. Quinn Erweiler did a nice job. Feel like we got 2 guys there that gives us a nice rotation. Jaden Dolphin really is a couple years at the position now. He's comfortable. We moved him to the will linebacker spot. Less responsibility, but more ability to be a playmaker. Jashawn Buffett, he really held down the nickel spot for us last year, and now he's taken off to a much higher level. One cool thing about Jashawn after the bowl game, James Esser thought that Jashawn was a leader and needed to wear number 1. And so he presented number 1 to Jashawn, which I thought was a cool moment for a guy that has really made a niche in our program with the way he does things. Yeah. Amarion Knighton, Finley, and Bird, and Shai Dabney feel like we got 4 corners we can go out and win with, play man coverage and play lockdown. Nate Backer, Allen Cyrus at the safety position. And then a young kid, Santana Banner. He's a guy that, we wanted to play a lot more as a true freshman. He won the red shirt. We had other plans, but we wound up redshirting him last year. But he's certainly a guy, to me, I think could force his way into the mix as a guy in the back end of our defense.
Offensively, again, about Trayvon Rudolph and Antonio Brown. Of course, we're going to have a change at the quarterback position. But overall, what did you see from the offense in the spring?
Yeah, no, I really like, first of all, the starts up front. So, we feel like, I know people think we lost starters from last year, and we did, but I feel like we gained starters this year. I think we have 5 returning starters back up front with Evan Buss, who missed time last year because of an ankle, and Logan Shernis missed time last year because of his Achilles. Those are 2 guys that started multiple years for us that are back healthy to add with J.J. Lippy, John Champ, and Evan Malcor. All 5 of our guys up front have started at various times throughout their career. They experienced. I think Coach Meadows, our offensive line coach, has done a phenomenal job with that group, getting them to buy in. It's hard to come in with a veteran group and get them to play better. And they certainly played better. At the running back position, a young guy like Jalen Poe, he's going to force himself to have an opportunity to get reps. Justin Lynch did a nice job. We're going to have packages for him to be involved in a variety of things. He's good running back, good catching the ball, good blocking, good lined up as a wide receiver. So he'll have a package. And at the wide receiver position, feel like we got about 6 or 7 deep at that position. Guys that we feel like can make plays. Kyle Thomas is a young guy that played at the end of last year. Dane Partridge, Kenji Lewis, Cam Thompson, Keyshawn Pipkin is a guy that we feel like he's put himself in position to be a big-time contributor for us. And then that doesn't count on tight ends. Grayson Barnes and Jake Applegate, and Christian Carter. Those guys give us weapons to create mismatches. So, for us, the way I look at it, the two questions I get all the time is who's the quarterback and are you ready to play Notre Dame? And the great thing about where we're at is, when you have a good team around the quarterback position, there's no rush to make a decision. We're going to take our time and go through the process and see who separates themselves. And so we got three guys we feel like we can win with. They all bring a little bit something different to the party, which I think is tremendous. Now we can this summer, we can plan different ways to use those guys and how we want to play offense to make sure we can maximize our team.
You mentioned that leadership up front, right, with the offensive line, and you're trying to find more playmakers. And you brought in some guys, wide receiver, at tight end. Some of the names you mentioned, again, the more playmakers you can get on this offense, it's going to help at that quarterback position.
Yeah, I think guys got to make plays around them, but also we have some quarterbacks that have the ability to use their legs, which creates more plays. So we'll find a happy balance of who gives us the best chance to win, as well as be a playmaker at that position. Because if you have a playmaker at that position, you can separate, and that's what we're trying to do. We feel like we have a defense that if we can get the lead, can really make it uncomfortable for people. We're really good on special teams. So now it's about separation, and that's what we're going to work extremely hard this summer to find ways to separate in games.
You talked a little bit about the summer. Expand on the schedule between now and fall camp. Players return. What are you looking forward to? What's the staff working on right now, Tom?
Yeah, so from a staff perspective, we're breaking down some opponents, looking at some, obviously we got a new pod with Bowling Green, who we're not familiar with, haven't played them in a couple of years. So, we have an opportunity to look down the road and game plan and pre-plan. We got a short week against Miami of Ohio, a 6-day turnaround. So we have a chance in the summer to, put things in position, build libraries of how we want to play situational football, what's the best way to help us win, where our players can be able to pick it up in the summertime. So our players come back May 28th. We'll run our run test. Everybody has to pass the run test. And then they'll start into lifting on the 29th. So excited about those guys, where they're at. I think they left on a great note. Obviously, winning that bowl game gave us a lot of positive momentum going into the offseason. And to be able to have, 30-plus seniors on your team in this day and age of college football is unique and is rare. And I think that goes to speak about the culture of our program. Our players enjoy being here. They like being here. They treat it well. And those things still matter to certain people.
Yeah, we definitely saw that, Thomas. A lot of people stayed. We didn't see a lot of turnover going into this season. Some other things that really have stood out: academics, new GPA record, Thomas. I know you saw your graduation, you had some pictures out on social media. It's an important part, right? Student athlete, and that student being most important. And it seemed like you guys had a great semester.
Yeah, I think maybe I'm a dinosaur or something, but I still believe in the student athlete model, right? You want guys to graduate, have a great college experience, but also be prepared for life. And if you're not doing that as a coach, then what are we doing? And I think it's important for us and the way we do things and how we do things to continue to recruit individuals that, want to go to school, want to do things right, want to play competitive college football at the highest level. And we found a nice niche with those type of individuals. And I think we got to continue to do so because, when it's not good, everybody's asking what's the problem.
Right.
When it is good, nobody says, hey, you guys have done a great job. So for me personally, it's important to help these young men develop as men, as people, and then obviously in the process, try to win as many games as we can win.
You mentioned the 30-plus seniors on the roster. You got an incoming class coming in, though, too, and bring in freshness into the program, as always. What excites you about this class coming in?
Well, I think, the thing that excites me about this class is the amount of speed that's coming in. We got 7 guys that run under 10.7, and I think that's important. I think what happens is sometimes people get lost in recruiting rankings and stars.
Yeah.
But recruiting rankings and stars was always a money grab, right? They are trying to pay for subscriptions. What we do as a staff is evaluate the talent, evaluate young men and see what they can project to.
Yeah.
And we got, guys running 10-6, 10-7, 10-6-8, 10-6-6, 10-7-4, coming in. So we've been able to add a speed element that we haven't had. Now, the great luxury we're at now is they will have to absolutely floor us to have a chance to get out there and show what they can do. But we got some spots, kickoff returner. We can, use a guy that can be a great kickoff returner, punt returner. There are some situations where we can use some guys in spots that can create an advantage for our football team. And so I'm excited to get those guys on campus. It's a great group, but really this group that we signed is really the refoundation of our program, right? When you lose 33 seniors, that means you have to have a group coming in that you feel confident about that can replace them. And I like this class. I think it may be our best class that we've signed to date. Now let's get them in, and they have a year to get themselves in position to be as good as they can be, and try to get them to play hopefully by their redshirt freshman seasons.
Some other things I saw, some videos, some pics of the new field. It's almost done, right, Thomas? All down and having a new turf coming in 2024.
No, it looks fantastic. I told the administration I was looking for a fast surface because we have a fast football team, and they came through. It's a tremendous surface. Those guys are working extremely hard on it. Can't wait to get our team on that and start settling the field and understanding, how we can play on that type of surface. But the surface was phenomenal. I think it's very similar to Boston College, which I thought was the best surface we played on last season, and anxious to welcome our team and have the ability to get out there.
You're looking ahead again. You talked about the new pod, no divisional scheduling, right? It's just now 1 through 12 in the MAC. It's going to be interesting how that folds out. And now the 2024 schedule, going to Notre Dame, at NC State, you got Western Illinois starting at home. So as you guys, as coaches, have started to look at it, it's tough for fans and players not to think about going to Notre Dame, going to NC State, but also getting the job done early, starting out at home, trying to get a win over Western Illinois. But always exciting, kind of looking forward. I know you don't want to look too forward, but it's always fun just looking at the schedule 2024 and what could be, Tom.
Yeah, no, I to me, the great thing about the schedule is you got 2 games in the bye week. So you get training camp and then 2 games, almost like preseason games to figure out who you are, what you're about, what do you need to adjust for the long haul. And obviously with a new quarterback at the helm, whoever wins the job, you have a chance to really allow that guy to grow into the position. After 2 games, self-scout, what he do well, what didn't go so well, and then obviously put him in position to be successful over the next 10 games.
You've been busy, right? Valhalla, PJ Champion,
yes.
Florida, some good picks. You've been all over the place, but you're representing NIU and trying to get the name out even more, Thomas. And you're always out and about. And I know you're looking forward to just coming back home and getting ready for the summer.
Yeah, obviously getting out and talking to donors and meeting donors and trying to, raise money for our program is paramount. We're in a position where, to me, if we can enhance the experience for the young men in our program and find ways to strategically, give them as much as we can give them, we have a great product in a good situation, in a great recruiting area with great history of this program. So I'm really, really excited. New turf. We got some other things in the works, that I think really enhance the student-athlete experience because at the end of the day, if you can make it good for the players and make it a great experience, some things money can't buy. And so I think that's important for us to figure out who we are, what we want to do. And to me, I want to make it great for our student-athletes in our program. We're going to love them up as coaches, treat them like men, help them develop. And parents still put value on that. So we're going to continue to do those things.
Great catching up with you. Have a great summer, and we're getting closer to the season. Looking forward to it.
Appreciate it, and go Huskies.
It was great talking to Thomas Hammock again, just getting his thoughts about spring ball. And I do think you're going to see more of talent from the bench, more just having depth on this squad. And he talked a little bit about the speed too. We saw a little bit of that in spring ball. We know some of the incoming freshmen are going to have some speed as well. See what happens. We get ready for the 2024 season NIU football. Hey, a couple of things coming up on the schedule. We talked a little bit about going to Notre Dame, NC State. Those tickets are now available for season ticket holders and Husky Athletic Fund members. All right, you can get those now. The priority window is from May 20th through June 6th. Check your email or call the HAF at 815-753-1923 for more information. Again, Husky games at Notre Dame, NC State, they're available right now for season ticket holders and HAF members. So get in there and get those tickets for Notre Dame and NC State. Don't forget, you can see Coach Hammock and all the Husky head coaches coming up June 4th through June 6th at this year's Husky Summer Circuit. Hope you get out to the summer circuit. It's going to be a lot of fun. Head coaches and Vice President, Director of Athletics and Recreation, Sean T. Frazier, will be out. Now, here's the schedule, right? They'll be in Rockford at the Hard Rock Opening Act on June 4th, at Dicka's and Oakbrook Terrace on June 5th, and at the Pollyanna Brewery on June 6th. So Rockford on June 4th, Oakbrook Terrace June 5th, and Pollyanna Brewery June 6th. All right. At the summer circuit events, you have the chance to talk to all the coaches, hear each of them about their programs. They're going to win some raffle prizes. Come out, might have a chance to win some prizes, get season tickets, enjoy free appetizers, and a cash bar. Find the registration link at NIUHuskies.com. So join us this season, upcoming in June, and the summer circuit. Again, thanks for watching this special edition of NIU Weekly, and looking forward to the NIU football season coming up in just a couple months. Get those season tickets. Join us at the summer circuit, but also subscribe to this YouTube channel. We have upcoming things, press conferences, interviews, highlights, and more. We kind of tease you as you get ready for the 2024 season. Right here, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Always, thank you for watching. Appreciate Thomas Hammock joining me as we get closer to the fall. Thank you. Go Huskies, and stay tuned for more.